chair of the session, Dr. Sawant sir, experts, Dr. Lakra sir, and Dhawan sir, and all the dignitaries of the dais, students, friends. Today this session is on coastal communities, and I am giving the lecture in the session in which livelihood options for coastal communities will be discussed, and I will be discussing the fisheries for livelihood development of coastal communities, challenges and opportunities. The importance of this livelihood generation for coastal community has something in relation with security also, because most of the coastal community is migrating towards the cities for jobs and other purposes. So already the scope is there in the coastal area for the livelihood generation, employment generation, and those aspects are needed to be explored so that all this migration from villages to city will be stopped and all the coastal population will reside in the coastal area. Because if the coastal population migrates, means there is a space created, and that space may be taken by other migrants, and that may be the threat to the coastal area also. So directly or indirectly, this livelihood generation options will help to secure the coastal area by securing the native population in that area. So how to do that, I will be discussing in that what are the possible options available for coastal communities for improving their livelihood, improving their income. What are the challenges into that? What our university did to overcome the challenges, that I will be going to discuss with some success stories. So if you see the world scenario of fish production, the total fish production is 171 million tons, of which culture fisheries and capture fisheries is separated. So the capture fisheries is 90.9 million tons and the culture is 80 million tons. And hopefully this trend will be reversed in coming future, that culture fisheries will be more and capture fisheries will be less. If we see the utilization of fish among the 171 million tons, the 151.2 is used for human consumption, 19.7 is for non-food uses, and the per capita consumption is 20.3 kg. So if you see this 20.3, there is a tremendous need to increase the production through aquaculture of the fishes. There is also important thing, and it has been proved by population dynamic research that is published in Nature, that all seafood will run out of the sea in 2050. So till 2048, all fishes into sea will be exhausted. So that will be the great threat for coastal community. So in order to overcome this, we have to give them option for producing this fish artificially in their areas. So this gap will be filled. Otherwise, there will be a big collapse, and this all is happening because of overfishing, illegal fishing, light fishing. So many things are there that are happening in the sea, and these all things are affecting overall sea catch, and it will be going to happen if all these things are not controlled. Thinking that this will happen, we have to think the alternative option for the coastal communities. Otherwise, there will be a great havoc for the coastal communities, and that option is given by this all resources. We have plenty of resources. We see we have good reservoirs, we have coastal areas, we have rivers, we have continental shelf. So all estuaries we have. So there is a tremendous scope to do aquaculture utilizing these resources, and these resources could be utilized, and the gap of capture fishery decline could be fulfilled utilizing these resources. So what are the candidate species for this aquaculture. There are so many species that are being cultured in the farms, in ponds, but there are few species which are very candidate, and we have to focus, coastal community has to focus on these species. Those are mud and green crabs. These are brackish water crabs. Asian sea bass, which is called as jitada, in West Bengal it is called as bekti, khazura, tilapia, Pangasius, and Indian major carps and common carp. So I will show the detailed photographs of each species. These are two crabs, mud crab and green crab. These are very useful for the economy. These all crabs are found in the coastal areas, and at the current the rate is 1,200 per kg. Its culture technology is standardized, developed by our university, and people are doing it, but the main constraint is the seed availability, and that seed availability constraint will be overcome because there is one multi-species hatchery coming by government of Maharashtra in Sindhudurg. Already inauguration is done, so in next year it will be there. So once seed is available, this crab culture will be the major source of income generation in the coastal area for coastal communities. That gives greater export revenue. The second one is sea bass. This sea bass is also very high valued species called as jitada. It is very famous in Konkan. So many quarrels have happened on this fish because this fish is very tasty. So this fish, the current rate is 800 per kg in retail market, and wholesale it is a 500 per kg. This fish is also very candidate species for aquaculture. Tilapia, previously we were thinking tilapia as a nuisance for aquaculture because it is a prolific breeder. Prolific breeders means it breeds after 3 months. So 800 to 900 babies he releases after 3 months of his maturity, 3 months of age. Again after 3 months those babies lay baby, so many babies are there in the pond. So it becomes nuisance because other candidate species could not grow in presence of all this tilapia seed. So technology has come, they have developed a monosex tilapia. So that tilapia is only male. So there is no female. So because it is only male, it will not participate in breeding. So energy is saved, and that energy is utilized for growth. So this technology now become very popular. Previously that tilapia, which is general, not monosex, grows up to 250 gram. But now this monosex tilapia grows 500 gram to 600 gram in 6 months period. So duration is also reduced, and because there is a no breeding, the growth is improved, FCR is reduced. So this is also candidate species. This is one of the important fish what I think is a Pangasius. 8% of economy of Vietnam is on Pangasius. Vietnam is having 300 fillet processing plant for this Pangasius. I will say this Pangasius as a Kalpa Masya. Kalpa Ruksha, you know, that is a coconut. But why it is a Kalpa Masya? Because not a single part of this fish is wasted. For example, if you cut the head, the cut head is used for fish meal. Fish meal is used for poultry and fish feed. Skin is used for, I will show you, skin is used as a premium leather as well as for eating, edible. Its viscera is used for fertilizer. Its fillet is used as a fish fillet, fish fingers and fish products. And its oil is used for preparing fish oil. So that industry who is doing this fish filleting is not wasting a single portion of his body, utilizing each and every portion and earning the money. So there is a tremendous scope in India. India, hardly 1 or 2 processing plants are there who fillet basa. But there is no industry in India, there is tremendous scope. The main problem is the raw material. Because there is no production, there is no industry. So we have to promote the industry for farming of this species. Then plenty of fish will be available for processing. Then processor will enter into this business. In Vietnam, what government did? Vietnam government completely gave them freedom to build ponds on the Mekong River bed. So 200 acres of ponds are built on the Mekong River by each owner. So they grow their basa, tons of basa, they process them. Through Mekong only they carry the basa to the industry and they process it, make a fillet and earn very good money. So it is a major exporter. Vietnam is a major exporter of basa fillet, and